What is Taskbar Hero? So first things first, what even is Taskbar Hero? It's an idle RPG, and I mean genuinely idle, like your heroes run around the map, fight enemies, collect loot, and level up, while you're doing something else entirely, working, watching Netflix, pretending to be productive, whatever. The game runs in the background. You check in every now and then, manage your gear, make some decisions, then close the window and go on with your life. But here's the thing I want you to understand from the start, because this is going to save you a lot of frustration. This is not a game about fast rewards. Progress is slow, intentionally slow. If you sit there expecting massive upgrades every 5 minutes, you're going to be disappointed. But if you treat it like tending a garden, you check in, you make smart decisions, you come back later, the long term growth is genuinely satisfying. Think of it less like a sprint and more like a slow burn, okay? Cool. Let's keep going. Starting classes. When you start a new game, you'll pick one of three free classes: Warrior, Wizard, or Archer. There's also a Priest available through a free DLC. Yes, free, so grab that while you're at it. Now, I know you want me to just tell you, pick this one. So here's my honest take. Warrior is the easiest class for complete beginners. It's straightforward, it's tanky, it teaches you the game's mechanics without punishing you too hard. If you have no idea what you're doing, start here. Archer is another solid starting choice. Good damage output, easy to understand, and scales nicely in the early game. Priest, if you grab the DLC, is actually fantastic and underrated for new players. Support mechanics, keeps your team alive, very forgiving. Wizard is my personal favorite, but I'll be honest, it's slightly trickier for beginners. You can absolutely start there, but don't say I didn't warn you. And the good news, you don't need to panic about this decision. You can unlock the other classes later in the game. Your first choice isn't permanent, it's just your starting point. So, pick whatever sounds fun and move on. Your first few hours. Alright, you've picked your class, you're in the game. Your little heroes are running around the map automatically. What now? Here's the thing, you don't control the heroes directly. They move, they fight, they use skills all on their own. Your job is account management, but you're the coach, not the player. The core loop early on looks like this. Your heroes defeat enemies, earn gold, and find chests as they explore different zones. And those chests, that's where your early progression lives. Chests are everything's early on. Chests contain equipment. Better equipment means stronger heroes. It's that simple at the start. Early game, you'll need to click each chest to open it manually. I know, a little tedious, but stick with it, because you'll unlock automatic chest opening later through the rune system. More on that soon. For now, your goals in the first few hours should be: open every single chest, equip any upgrades you get immediately, save your gold and resources, don't spend blindly. Focus on unlocking the game's features one at a time. Don't overthink it yet. The game is designed to be played at a relaxed pace. You're not going to miss out by going slow. The menu systems. Now let's walk through the menus, because this is where a lot of new players get lost. Inventory. Your inventory holds all the equipment your heroes find. Here's what you need to know. Each class can only equip certain gear types. Hover over any item to see which class it's for, the level requirement, the stats, and the sell price. Equipment also comes in rarities. from lowest to highest, common to uncommon, to rare, to beyond, to legendary, to divine, to cosmic, to celestial, to arcane, to formation. Early on, you'll mostly be swimming in common and uncommon gear. That's fine. Don't expect to see legendary stuff for a while. Formation. This is where you manage your team. You can change hero positions, set up different formations, and importantly view each hero's skills, even ones you haven't unlocked yet. Use this to plan which heroes you want to invest in down the road. Stash. Think of the stash as a safe deposit box for valuable stuff you're not using right now. What should go in here? Decoration materials, crafting materials, soul stones, high-level gear you can't equip yet, anything that looks important but you don't know what it does yet. And what can you sell? Gear for classes you'll never play, low-value duplicates that are clearly not useful. If you're never going to play warrior, those warrior swords can go. But when in doubt, stash it. You'll thank yourself later. Stats. Simple enough, this is where you see your heroes. Damage, defense, health, speed, and special bonuses. You'll also spend skill points here on general stats or class-specific abilities. Don't dump everything into one stat early on. Keep things balanced. The rune system. Okay, pay attention here because the rune system is one of the most important things in this entire game, and most beginners completely ignore it. Runes are a massive network of permanent account upgrades. We're talking dozens of options. More damage, better armor, faster movement, more gold from the cube, better chest, drop rates, auto-opening chests, extra hero slots, more stash space, on and on. Here's my recommended priority order for beginners. Hero Rune, Foundational. Do this first. Skill slot for all heroes. More skills equals more power. Auto-open common chests frees you from clicking every single chest. Auto-open boss, chests, same idea. Never miss boss loot. Cube gold increase. The cube is your main progression engine. Power it up. Cube experience increase helps the cube level faster and unlock features. Chest drop chance. More chests equals more gear equals more progress. Gold from defeating enemies. Steady passive income boost. Hero experience helps your character's level faster. Combat stats. Once the above is sorted, start pushing damage and defense. Stash upgrades. More storage space for all the stuff you're saving. If you want a more hands-off experience, move the automation upgrades. Auto-open chests especially, higher up the list. The earlier you get those, the more the game takes care of itself. The cube. Alright, we need to talk about the cube, and I'm going to be upfront. This section alone could be its own video, but let me give you the essentials. The cube has its own separate leveling system, independent of your heroes. As your cube levels up, it unlocks new features and gives you better bonuses, more gold, access to higher tier equipment, and more. So leveling the cube is just as important as leveling your heroes. Here's what the cube can do. Synthesis. This is huge. You take 9 items of the same tier and combine them into one item of the next tier up, so don't automatically sell every piece of gear you find. Common gear can become uncommon. Uncommon becomes rare, and so on. Save items for synthesis instead of dumping everything in alchemy. Alchemy. This is where you sell items for gold. Early on it's simple, but it grows into one of your biggest income sources over time. Higher tier items sell for way more, so the rune upgrades that
boost cube gold matter a lot here.
Crafting lets you create equipment using materials you find adventuring. You can target specific gear types, but here's the catch. Main weapons and secondary weapons have random outcomes. You might craft 3 times before you get what you want. That's just how it works. Decoration. Apply gems to your equipment for stat bonuses. There's no perfect setup. It depends on your class and playstyle. The good news is you can remove them later if needed.
Removal. This removes gems from gear. Important warning, you do not get the materials back. So only remove gems from gear you're planning to keep using, and don't waste your best gems on throwaway items. My advice for new cube users, don't stress about optimization. Use synthesis regularly, earn gold through alchemy, craft a few pieces when you need them, and learn how each system works as you go. The cube becomes the center of your account progression over time, but you don't need to master it on day one. The portal system.
Quick one here. The portal lets you travel between different zones and acts. Need to farm specific crafting materials? Go back to an earlier act. Looking for particular gear? Portal back and grind it.
To progress to the next act, you need to reach the end of the current map where the boss portal is, and you'll need a soul stone for that act to enter. Important, your soul stone is only consumed when you successfully defeat the final boss. If you fail, you keep the stone. So don't be scared to attempt a boss before you feel totally ready. Retry as many times as you need. You're not losing anything by trying.
Common beginner mistakes. Let me speed run the 10 most common mistakes new players make, so you don't have to learn them the hard way. 1. Selling too much gear. Early on, it's tempting to sell everything for gold. Don't. Save gear for synthesis.
2. Ignoring runes. This is the biggest mistake I see. Runes are permanent. Every upgrade compounds. Don't sleep on them.
3. Forgetting cube upgrades. The cube levels independently. Neglect it and you'll fall behind on progression. 4. Wasting valuable materials. If you don't know what something does, put it in the stash. Don't sell it.
5. Only focusing on combat stats. More damage is great, but rune upgrades for gold, chest drops, and automation are often more valuable early on.
6. Not using the stash at all. Your inventory will fill up fast. Use the stash, or you'll be making bad decisions under pressure.
7. Panic selling gear instead of using synthesis. 9. Common items equals 1 uncommon. That's free progression. 8. Skipping the free priest DLC, it's free. Just get it. 9. Wasting crafting materials on gear you'll replace immediately. Save your good materials for when you're more established.
10. Comparing your progress to veteran players. Seriously, this game is about your own long-term journey. Someone with 500 hours is always going to look further ahead than you. That's fine. Focus on your account.
Final thoughts.
Here's the truth about Taskbar Hero. It's not going to wow you in the first 10 minutes. It's not trying to. It's a game that rewards patience, smart decisions, and long-term thinking. Every day you come back a little stronger. Every week you unlock something new. And one day you'll look at your account and realize just how far you've come. So, take it slow. Learn one system at a time. Open those chests, feed the cube, and don't skip the runes.
If this guide helped you out, drop a like. It genuinely helps the channel a ton. And I want to hear from you in the comments. What class did you start with? Warrior, Wizard, archer, or priest? Let me know, and also tell me what part of the game is confusing you most right now. I read the comments, and I do make videos based on what you're asking for.
Subscribe if you want more Taskbar hero content. See you in the next one.